はい、皆さん、こんにちは。Vince です。Hello everyone, this is Vince. I apologize, I'm not so active these days, and right now I'm a returning lecturer here. 皆さん、今日ですね、本日ですね、本日ご紹介するのはこちらに表示した感じで、こちらに表示した文法に関する話題です。I would like to today, everyone, I would like to introduce to you another grammar related topic, and this is again another lecture of intermediate level difficulty. So first, I would like to request, まず皆さん、まずもしよろしければチャンネル登録ですね、応援してくれて、チャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。よろしく申し上げます。お願いします。皆さんよろしく。Well, 皆さん、I would like to, for those who still haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. 最後まで見てもらえたら嬉しいです。I will be so happy, everyone, if you will watch my lesson today until the end. So, and please also help me grow my channel by pressing that like button, and please share it. シェアして、いいねボタンを押して、シェアしてチャンネルに応援してくれて本当にありがとうございました。Please help me grow this channel by of course not only pressing like but also pressing the share button. 早速皆さん始めていきましょう。では早速始めていきましょう。Very well then, let's begin. So everyone, I would like to introduce this topic. This is an intermediate level topic, and this is about the te form, the saga about te form. Actually, this is a mini saga or series of lectures concerning about the conjugations concerning te form. So what are those? I will be dividing, because this is a long topic, I'll be dividing to several lectures or several lessons. So we are now here at teiru, but we also have the tearu, teoku, teiku, tekuru. So as you have in our basic lectures or basic lessons, minasan, what we have known so far are those only verb tenses that only applies for a certain fleeting moment in time, or only a one time application or one time actions. They have all been one time actions, but the problem is, how would you express yourself as if you're like in English language, you have this progressive tense of a verb. Let's say you want to say I'm eating right now, so you cannot say taberu, you cannot say tabemasu. So because taberu means, it is a dictionary form that means someone eats or somebody eats. Tabemasu usually an immediate future or present tense. Will eat or somebody eats. But how about progressive tense? I am eating. Watashi ga tabeteiru. So that's the purpose of why are we going down, why we are tackling down this te form. So the first one in our this te form mini saga is the teiru. Minasan, 引き続き Continuing. So what is this teiru? So we go this one by one because this is quite a series of lessons all about the conjugations of the te form. So what is this te form? Te form is a kind of conjugation, and with the use of te form we can express progressive tense of a verb. So let me just have this note. So minasan, please take note of this, minasan. Things that a learner must know. Things to know regarding the te form of a verb. First, the te form of a verb is also called, in some references, it is also called the continuative form of a verb. Continuative form of a verb meaning you're expressing a verb in its continuing form. The nuance is there's a continuing action. There's an enduring or continuing action. So hence the term continuative form. Second, you have to know, minasan, that second, a verb plainly conjugated to its te form, a verb when plainly conjugated to te form, meaning we don't suffix iru, no aru, no oku, just a plain conjugation to te form, receives a pseudo-noun treatment or pseudo-noun, or a seemingly acting as a noun treatment when it comes to grammar construction. So when it comes to grammar per se, when it comes to grammar construction, a verb in its te form, plain te form, no suffix after the te form, receives a pseudo-noun treatment or seemingly acting as a noun treatment when it comes to grammar. Okay, then third, what you need to know about the te form, because if you get lost with the te form, you cannot get the grasp, or you will have a hard time comprehending the te form. Third, but conversely, if you get the hang of the te form, it will be seemingly an easy topic. So third, knowing the skill on how to conjugate a verb to its te form is the key to conjugating a verb to its request form, because the request form is simply you get the te form of a verb and then you just add kudasai. So that's how you make a request. Let's say example, matte kudasai, please wait, matte kudasai, please wait. Shizuka ni shite kudasai, is please be quiet. So you see, the request form is just simply you get the te form of a verb and then you add kudasai. Then fourth thing, it is very easy to conjugate a verb to its te form. Why easy? Because you just have to know, minasan, the past tense conjugation of a verb. So I'll explain that later. Okay, so perhaps with this note. Okay, not later, but now I'll be explaining now. So how to conjugate a verb to its te form. So this is very critical, minasan, how to conjugate a verb to its te form. So this is like a refresher course for some. So but for those who still don't know how to conjugate a verb to its te form, here it is. Simple. Apply the rules or method that you have learned when conjugating a verb to its past tense. When I refer to past tense, it means the non-keigo or non-mas form, or simply you conjugate to past tense the contracted form of past tense. And we already have a lesson for that, the kako kei or past tense form of a verb. We already have a lecture referring to this contracted form, past tense in its contracted form. You already have that. I'll just indicate in the comment section this kind of lesson, minasan. So for those who forgot the lesson number, I'll just indicate in the comment section. And then next, but when you have learned the past tense contracted form, it's easy. Instead of ta, you transform the ta into te. Transform the ta into te, or for in cases you have the unda, make it unde. Unda, make it unde. So for godan verbs or you verbs ending in su, like in hanas or kuras or hanas, simply shite. The su becomes shite. Just like here, example, hanashite. The past tense is hanashita. Hanashite. So you see, the ta simply becomes te. Hanashite, meaning to talk or converse or have a conversation. Hanashite. Later on, I will furthermore elucidate what is this te form, what is the implication of te form. So, continuing on the how to conjugate to te form for those godan verbs or you verbs ending in ku, godan verbs ending in ku, the ku becomes ite, just like here. Kaite. Kaite means to write. Kaite. For those ending in gu, the gu becomes ide. For example, oyoide. Oyoide means swimming. For those verbs ending in u, tu, ru, they become te. Te. There's a consonant doubler here. It's not just an ordinary te, but tte. Te. Or emphasize t. Te. Examples: katte, katte, motte, haite. Katte means to buy. Motte means to hold. Haite means to enter, say, a room or an office. Haite. Or an establishment, a business establishment. For those verbs ending in mu, nu, bu, they become nde. Example: nonde. Nonde means to drink. Nonde. It's nomu. Nomu. It's nonde. Shinde. Shinde means to die. How about this? Asonde means to play. Asonde. For the suru verb becomes shite. Suru verbs not sutte but for suru, not sutte but shite. For kuru, it won't become kutte but kite, kite, kite. Okay. Oh, what's that? Okay, so minasan, you have to know this. You have to know this, minasan. The teiru. So currently we are in the teiru conjugation. The teiru form of a verb has similarities with the progressive tense of a verb. So yeah, they have similarities with the progressive tense of a verb, teiru. In English, this is not exactly identical, not exactly equivalent or identical to progressive tense, but they have similarities. They have similarities, for example, eating, commuting to work, but the teiru conjugation is not 100% in congruence with the English lesson's progressive tense of a verb. We will prove that on our next lesson, lesson 74, enduring, with the title, enduring state of being versus enduring state of action. So this is lesson 74. Our next grammar lesson is But right now we are on lesson 72. But for lesson 74, it will be enduring state of being versus enduring state of action, because he would like to prove that the teiru conjugation is not 100% identical, not 100% equivalent to the progressive tense of a verb. Although there are some overlaps and similarities. Okay? So remember that, minasan. So some vocabularies here. In the interest of time, minasan, please just screenshot this vocabulary here. Please just screenshot this vocabulary here so that we can save time. Okay. So kiku, you verb is godan verb. Kiku, you verb or godan verb, meaning to ask or to listen. Is a very very casual way of saying no, and we have to note this, minasan. So right now we are in the teiru. The iru part in the teiru means to exist. That iru part of the teiru is actually a verb of existence, or a verb that denotes or connotes existence. The enduring state mentioned in the header, because minasan, as you can see, the teiru is using the teiru for enduring state. So I will elucidate, minasan. Okay. The enduring state mentioned in the header, okay, means that a thing or a person doing a verb in teiru verb acts in a way wherein the verb endures to exist. The verb endures to exist. So you can relate this, minasan. Take note, the iru part of the teiru. The iru part of the teiru means to exist. And so a verb in its teiru conjugation or teiru form rather connotes that the verb endures to exist in that state, hence enduring state, hence being pseudo equivalent to, just pseudo equivalent but not 100% equivalent to the English lessons progressive tense of a verb. Progressive tense of a verb. Okay, minasan. What's that? Sorry. Okay. So we already know, minasan, that okay. So later, or rather in the next lesson 74, we can prove that not all the teiru form is actually the 100% identical to the what we have known progressive tense of a verb. So we already know that when we express a state of being, we have the copula des or da. However, it only includes a one-time thing, or only a fleeting moment for the action, or an instantaneous moment. But how about if we want to endure or have a continuing form of that action? Okay, this grammar however describes a continuing state of an action verb. Okay, this translates to the progressive tense of a verb in English. Okay, so in lesson 74 we will further examine and we will further scrutinize the limitations of the teiru. But right now, here's the summary box for the teiru form of a verb. To describe a noun in a continuing action, first conjugate the verb to its te form, which I have told you a while ago, and then attach the iru. After conjugating to te form, attach the iru. The entire result conjugates as a ru verb. The entire result of this conjugation process results to a verb that is an ichidan or ru verb. So the taberu becomes tabeteiru. Taberu becomes tabete, but after the te form, attach iru. Tabete, tabeteiru. Yomu means to read. Yomu, yonde. yondeiru. The result conjugates as a ru verb or conjugates as an ichidan verb regardless of what the original verb is. So we have here a non-past, it's a present, non-past and past, positive, negative. So yondeiru, yondeiru is reading something, yondeiru is reading, okay? Yondeita was reading. So as you can see, we also have the past version of the progressive tense or past version of teiru. So simply the iru, you change the iru into ita. So yondeiru, when it is non-past tense or rather present tense, if you want to make it past, the iru becomes ita. So hence yondeita means was reading. How about the negative form? Yondeinai. So the negative form of iru, inai. So yonde is not reading. Is not reading. Take note, is not. This is not past tense. Yondeiru is not reading. Okay? Yondei nakatta. Yondei nakatta was not reading. Okay? Okay, so let's have some examples. それでは皆さん、例文を。友達は何をしているの？友達は何をしているの？ So, what is the friend doing? This is the English translation. 友達は何をしているの? So, take note, I've raised the tone on the no to indicate that it is a question type of sentence, an interrogative type of sentence. 友達は何をしているの? What is the friend doing? And then the conversant answers, 昼ご飯を食べている。昼ご飯を食べている。昼ご飯 is lunch, 食べている is the verb. But take note, 食べている is a progressive tense of verb or enduring state. So, 皆さん, because if you have a verb in te form, it only means if you have a verb, let's say 食べて, let's say here 食べて. If you have a te form, it means that verb you're currently in this, you are being in the state of that verb. Being a verb in its te form means a verb in its te form means being in the state being in the state of that verb, in the state of that verb. How about te plus iru? So I have said a verb in te form means in the state of that verb. So a verb in te iru is currently existing in that state of that verb. Okay, so just like here, read, yomu becomes yonde. So so this is the te form. Te form is being in that state of that verb, in the state of that verb. Yondeiru is currently existing and enduring in that state of verb. Okay, so nani wo shiteiru no? So what is the friend doing? Hiru gohan wo tabeteiru. In the state of it. State of it. The verb is it. State of it. Currently existing and currently enduring in that state of eating. Friend is eating lunch. Okay. Note that once you change it to a regular ru verb or ichidan verb, you can do all other normal conjugations that you would have done when you are dealing with ichidan verbs or ru verbs. Examples below will show the mass form or keigo form in plain negative conjugations. Nani wo yondeiru? Nani wo yondeiru? What are you reading? What are you reading? Nani wo yondeiru? What are you reading? And then the conversant answers, second person answers, kyokasho wo yondeimasu. Kyokasho wo yondeimasu. Yondeimasu. The iru is the verb. Te plus iru. Iru is the verb, so the mass form of iru is imasu. Kyokasho wo yondeimasu. I am reading the textbook. So another example. Hanashi wo kiiteimasu ka? Hanashi wo kiiteimasu ka? Are you listening to me? Hanashi is a story or something that one tells a story. Hanashi. Hanashi wo Kitemasu ka? Are you listening? Are you listening to me? And then the person B or second person is just honest. Kiteinai. Kiteinai. No, I'm not listening. Okay, so minsan there are some colloquial means because in modern Japan nowadays, because I have told today, I have discussed today the teiru form, but actually in modern day in Japan, especially in very casual conversations, people tend to omit the iru in the teiru. People tend to omit the iru in the teiru, thus resulting to teru, just like here. Tomodachi wa nani mo shiteru no? What is the friend doing? So you can see, minasan, instead of teiru, the teiru was reduced to just teru. So this is very common in Japan, especially in very casual conversations. They tend to omit the e in teiru. Okay, ban gohan wo tabeteru. Friend is eating lunch. So another example, nani wo yonderu? Nani wo yonderu? What are you reading? I'm reading a textbook. Kyokasho wo yondeimasu. So take note, if you will use the mas form, you must not omit the I or omit the E if you are using the mas form. Please don't omit the E or I when you're dealing with mas form or keigo form. Keigo is formal. Okay. Sorry, minasan. I have been clearing my throat. Hanashi wo kiiteimasu ka? Hanashi wo kiiteimasu ka? Are you listening to me? This is a mas form. Hanashi wo kiiteimasu ka? So I have said minasan that the te form is being in the state of that verb, in the state of listening, being in the state of the verb, and the teiru or teimasu is currently existing or currently enduring, currently existing in being in the state of that verb. So hanashi wo kiiteimasu ka? The result is for the progressive tense. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to the story? Kiitenai. So if you want to have the contracted form, the E was omitted. Please don't use the mas form. Please use the contracted non-formal nai. Okay. So these are other colloquial forms in which people who tend to talk in colloquial way, they omit the E in the teiru, they omit the E in the teimasu, they omit the E, resulting to teru and temasu. Just like here, minasan. Oh, so remember, minasan, just to reiterate once again, the te form is te form per se without the iru. Te form is being in the state of that verb. The connotation is in the state of that verb, and the teiru or teimasu is currently existing in that state of that verb, or currently enduring to be in the state of that verb, which is actually the progressive tense of a verb when you are dealing with English language. And so minasan, last leg of our lesson is this appreciation, minasan. Okay, I will just show you this. We're running out of time. So our topic for today is the teiru, teimasu, which is te form, enduring state te form, which is actually quite identical, a bit identical, similar to the progressive tense of a verb in English. Just like here, we have the past, present, and future. Say, to catch. Catch. Catch is the dictionary form or plain form. Toraeru. Toraeru. Catching. Toraetemasu. Toraeteiru is catching. Toraeta is caught. So just like here, catch, you're catching butterflies. So catch is toraeru, and it is an ichidan verb or ru verb. So if you want to get the toraeru is the dictionary form. Immediate future tense, toraemasu. So the te form, toraete. So the progressive tense form or teiru, toraeteiru. Past tense, toraeta. So definition is here: to catch or to capture, and it is a transitive verb. And we have here, we could eavesdrop at communication in line. There are two people talking here. Ima, nani shiteru no? So very casual. Omitted the e in the teiru. Ima nani shiteru no? Furo haitete osokunata. Furo haitete osokunata. Ima terebi mite daradara. Ima terebi mite daradara. Daradara is you're being sloth or acting lazy. Daradara. Terebi mite watching TV. Furo is a bathtub. Furo haitete osokunata. Terebi mite daradara. And then he answered or she answered. Watashi mo nonbiri shiteta. Watashi mo nonbiri shiteta. Nani miteru no? Nonbiri means you're also acting lazy or being in a sloth or lazy mode. Okay. How about the aishiteru? Well, what's the more common? Aishiteru. Well, it's you will not say aishiteiru, but the more common is that you'll probably opt to omit the e in the teiru or teimas. So if you want to say I love you or having an affection towards your lover, it's aishiteiru, to have an affection for something or to love someone. Okay, so minasan, going back to our main reference. Okay, so that's it minasan. Thank you for watching until the end. Quite a long lesson, but I just want you to have the grasp of this te form, especially the teiru. On our next lesson, we will challenge the limitations of the teiru and challenge the understanding of the teiru in lesson 74. So thank you for watching until the end minasan. 最後まで見てくれて本当にありがとうございました。Thank you for watching until the end. ご覧いただき誠にありがとうございます。Thank you for watching until the end 皆さん。では皆さん、また次の動画で、また次の話題でお会いましょう。I'll see you in the next topic 皆さん。Andいつもチャンネルに応援してくれて誠にありがとうございました。Thank you for supporting me 皆さん and for growing my channel. それでは皆さん、今日はここまでです。ではここまでです。Our lesson ends today. レッスン授業はもうここまでです。授業は終了なんです。もう終了なんです。切るぜ皆さん。So 皆さん Thank you and I'll see you in the next one 皆さん。ありがとう皆さん。バイバイ。ありがとう。バイバイ。切るぜ。